Narcissists can be very, very charming and very persuasive to the point they're really good at love bombing you, right? Telling you everything that you want to hear, worshiping you, and just hitting those validation marks so that you feel like you're on cloud nine. They make you believe that they're the best thing that ever happened to you. But behind that mask of perfection, there is a hidden agenda. If you're dating someone or you just recognize that you're in a relationship with a narcissist and you want tips to help you improve things so that you can feel better about yourself or even have the strength to walk away, then you're in the right place. For more tips on how to take charge of your love life, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. But before we jump in, I definitely want you to take a minute to sign up for my free masterclass. Inside, I share my most powerful and life-changing tips that will change your love life today. Let's talk about how to deal with narcissists. The first tip I have for you is you need to set boundaries and stick with them. All too often, I see narcissists take advantage of people that are too nice, too agreeable, and they tend to attract the people pleasers of the world. So they like to take advantage of people that have a hard time saying no. If you're finding yourself constantly doing things that are uncomfortable and things that don't fit in with your values, you need to check in with yourself and ask yourself, why am I saying yes to this? Are you people pleasing? If so, reevaluate why you're saying yes. Take a moment and ask yourself, does this align with my values? Does this feel good to me? Do I really want to do this? And if the answer isn't 100% yes, then say no. It's time to draw a line and set boundaries, not only with the narcissist, but with yourself. Tip number 2 is to communicate assertively. One of the most important things you can do in any relationship is to communicate effectively. When you're communicating with a narcissist, it's important for you to be clear and concise. Focus on the facts, not the emotional part of it. And when I say focus on the facts, I mean express your requirements, your deal breakers, your needs, the things that are important to you, and share with them how they're not being met. And if a person really cares about you, they will try to meet your needs. They're not going to dismiss or gaslight you or tell you that you're being too much. Somebody that does that and dismisses your feelings is showing you that they can't meet your needs. It may be time for you to reevaluate the relationship. So don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. You deserve someone that wants to treat you like a priority. Speaking of gaslighting, I want you to know tip number 3 is very important. Don't take things personally. You're probably going, what? Amy, they just called me a liar. They called me stupid. They're blaming me. Yeah, I'm saying don't take things personally because it has nothing to do with you. They're a narcissist. This is their personality trait. They manipulate, they blame, they gaslight. They try to spin it so that it's not their fault. And they may make you feel like it is your fault and make you feel blamed for the issue. When you step outside and you observe the situation and the conflict, you might realize that this is a defense mechanism. And what they're saying is really not always true about you. So don't take on their blanket statements as truth. Remember to stand up for yourself. Like I said earlier, create those strong boundaries. And if they blame you, walk away. You don't have to stand there and take it. Separate yourself. And then you can reevaluate whether this is worth fighting for or walking away from the relationship. Tip number 4 is to seek support if you're starting to see a pattern of narcissistic partners in your life. If you're starting to notice that your friends are narcissistic, your partners are narcissistic, the people around you, then this is an indicator that there's some self-work and self-reflection that needs to be done. This is where asking for help comes into play, whether it is going through therapy so that you can heal from maybe some past traumas. And once you're healed from that, working with somebody like a coach like myself to help you learn the skills and develop your habits so that you can move away from those old habits and develop things that are actually rewarding and support the life that you want and the relationship you want. And if you've just woken up to the fact that you are in a relationship with a narcissistic partner, I want you to be compassionate with yourself. I don't want you to beat yourself up or start criticizing yourself. It is not your fault. As much as you think you are to blame. Again, the root cause could be old programming in your environments that made you unaware of what narcissistic behavior looks like. By setting boundaries and communicating assertively and asking for outside help, you can start to create a healthier relationship dynamic in your future relationship. And for those of you that have experienced and been in a relationship with a narcissist, I definitely have experienced that myself. It can be really painful and difficult to recover from it, because it's almost like a cloud has lifted and then you start recognizing, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? Not only are you dealing with the pain of a breakup or a past relationship that was very traumatizing, but you're also trying to come to terms with the fact that you were with someone that didn't truly see you or cared for you deeply. You might even find yourself questioning your worthiness and what you could have done differently to avoid this situation. But what's most important here is that you are not responsible for their actions. I want you to know a narcissist will never change, no matter how much you love them. I know you have a good heart, so you want to believe if I love them more, if I give them more, they'll change. No matter how much they promise they'll change, they will never change. This is who they are. What's important for you to do is actually step into a level of acceptance, to see them for who they really are. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever dated a narcissist? How did you handle it? What did you do to help you survive and get out of that relationship? Or are you currently in one right now? And what questions do you have so that I can help support you? And if you need some personal support and you don't want to share it below, it's totally fine. Go to amythedatingcoach.com. I have private coaching, I have group workshops, I even have self-paced programs that help support you to actually learn how to avoid these type of relationships and partners. Again, go to amythedatingcoach.com, and thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you in the next video.